I'm Jack Cornish, Head of Paths at the Ramblers. We have 140,000 miles of public rights of way in England and Wales. They enable most people to access our amazing landscapes and countryside. However, too many people are excluded from our public path network.
I'm David Weir, I'm a Paralympian. I'm here to see the accessibilities to England's pathway network.
We're on a nice accessible path today. I mean, how much does that mean to you that there are these places that you can...
Oh, amazing. I didn't know this was here. So to come this far, usually you'll probably get like 100 metres or 200 metres and then you'll be stuck. So to have this sort of path, now I'm going to definitely come back with the family and do some more walks up this way, because now I know I've got access and I can go for a good long walk.
So the Ramblers are calling for the UK government to remove all unnecessary barriers in the next 5 years. What sort of difference do you think that would make to you?
It would help with your mental health, coming out and being able to, you know, not have so many barriers. But if I can just help in some way and push the local authorities and governments to make the access slightly better for us. You know, I'm not saying that we should have all paved areas because it would look unnatural, and I wouldn't want that. I would obviously want it to make it a little bit easier for us to just get around and go on some beautiful walks. Doesn't matter if you're in a wheelchair or if you're blind or if you're able-bodied and you're walking, everyone can come together and walk together.
Yeah.
And I think that's the big key, that you can do something as a family unit as well, and you can do the same things together.
Yeah, as long as there's not too many barriers.
That's right, there's not too many barriers, and that's what we're going to try and improve.
Yeah. So polling commissioned by the Ramblers found that 56% of people with physical and sensory disabilities said that physical barriers stop them using the path network. What sort of experience have you had with barriers on the path network?
Obviously I've experienced, you know, gates that I haven't been able to get through before. See, this will be very tight for me to get through, but I'm quite lucky that I've got a small chair so I can get through with a bit of a squeeze. But someone in a bigger chair or a bigger frame, or it would be impossible. You know, if these small barriers can be moved, then it'll definitely help with people's physical health and mental health.
Yeah, let's get rid of all these unnecessary barriers.
Definitely.
I think it's fantastic that you've got this, you know, open gate here that can, you know, even if it's closed, you could get through this, right?
Yeah, you can get through it. It's got a nice big handle to lift up the gate and that hatch and to come through, and it's nice and wide for people that have big chairs. They might not be a wheelchair user every day, and they might, you know, get someone to push them and stuff like that, so usually the chairs are slightly bigger.
I think it's about a gradual removal of these inaccessible barriers so many more people can access our amazing public rights of way network.
You know, we should have that ability to get out and do what everyone else does, and we're no different to anyone else.
Walking this morning with David, we've seen some of the fantastic paths there are in this area, but I've come to explore a bit further on the local path network, and there are some significant issues with drainage, with vegetation, that make these paths much less accessible. And in places like this, the vegetation can grow really quickly onto the path and make it so narrow that many people can't use it. And if you come across something like this on a public path, if you're able to, clear it out of the way so people after you can easily walk through.